Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today I'm going to show you how to make amazing homemade granola bars. Really easy to do, simple ingredients, and it's very versatile. There's a lot of ingredients that you can swap out for other ingredients. If I can do it, you can do it. Before I move on, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Let's get started. Down below in the description box, you'll find a list of the ingredients and their amounts. Now I'm going to begin by toasting the rolled oats, old-fashioned oats, rolled oats. Don't use quick oats. You definitely want to use the old-fashioned rolled oats. Here they are right here, and this is about 2.5 cups. And I just have a sheet pan here lined with a silicone mat, but you can easily just use parchment paper if you want. And we'll place those on there and spread it out. And then also the nuts that we're using. If you buy nuts that are not already toasted or roasted, then let's roast those as well. And so I have about 1/2 cup, 1/3 cup of chopped pecans. And then about the same amount of 1/2 cup of almonds. So let's just spread this out flat and then preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 176 Celsius. We will pop these in there, and about after 5 minutes, we will stir everything and then cook it for another, or roast it for another 5 to 10 minutes. So 10 to 15 minutes until they're lightly a golden brown. They may not have that much of a color on it, but definitely did the trick that we want it to do, okay? On to that step. And now, while the nuts and the rolled oats are in the oven roasting, I'm going to make the binder. This is the syrup that's gonna help bind everything together. We are gonna use coconut oil. You could use regular butter if you want instead of coconut oil. 1/3 cup of maple syrup. You could use agave syrup or agave nectar if you want instead of maple syrup. And I want to mention, if your house is pretty cool, your coconut oil will probably be solid, so just measure it out and then pop it in the microwave for about 20 seconds, and that'll make it liquid. And then 1/3 cup of honey. Honey, maple syrup, and coconut oil. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we'll just give this a little stir, and this is gonna be our binder. Okay, that is ready to go, and we can just set this aside and wait for the oats and the nuts to be finished roasting. All right, the oats and the nuts have come out of the oven, lightly toasted. You'll just see a little bit minor browning happening, and that's totally fine. And now what we will do is we will take these. You can let them cool down a little bit first if you want right now. I'm going to take a large bowl here. And we'll just pour these in here. See if I can do it without spilling any. Oh, spilled some. It's okay. And now let's add the other ingredients. I have 1/4 cup of sunflower seeds. 1/4 cup of pepitas, or these are pumpkin seeds. That is optional as well. I have 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of raisins, and 1/2 cup of dried cranberries. And we will just stir this together. Another optional ingredient, 1/4 cup of chocolate chips. I love chocolate chips in my granola bars. So this is a really loaded, packed granola bar. Lots of energy and fairly healthy. Now let's just take our binder liquid and we will pour most of it in there. I'm going to reserve about 1/4 cup left just to see where this gets us. Most likely I will wind up using the rest of it, because you just kind of want everything coated. I'm going to switch to this other spatula. Just pour the rest of that in there. All right, now there's two ways that you can finish this off. You can use a granola bar pan or a candy bar pan like I am using. You can just find something like this on Amazon, or I'll put a link down below where you can get this exact one. Or just use a 13x9 pan lined with parchment paper and just pour it all in there and smooth it out. Or a 9x9 inch pan, 8x inch, depending on how thick that you want it. And so I'm gonna just scoop some of this in, and I'm gonna fill these up. I like using these pans because I can get them to be the exact size, and I like that I don't have to cut it afterwards. So I'm just gonna fill these up, and you really wanna pack them down as well. So then I'm gonna come in here with this spatula and just pack it down really well. Okay, now I'm gonna fill up the rest of these cavities. And if you're using a granola bar pan like this and you have some left over after it's full, then you could do something like a bread pan like this and just line it with some parchment paper, and then we can put the rest of this in here. And then we will just smush this down. And it's not really enough to go all the way across. You can, it'll just be really a really thin bar, so I just kind of take it to one side right here. Just push it down really well. Or just use one of the mini loaf pans if you have one of those handy. It winds up making about 12 to 16 granola bars depending on how large you make them and what pans that you use. Now we put these back in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 176 Celsius, and we will bake them for 15 to 25 minutes until they're lightly golden brown on top, and that's going to help them bind together even more onto that step. And when they come out of the oven, they will look something like this, lightly golden brown, or they may not even look that much different than when you put them in. And now it's very important, we need to let these cool completely 2 to 3 hours before you can take them out, otherwise they will fall apart. And if you, like the one in the pan, if you have one in the pan, that's even more important because once you try to cut into it, it'll fall apart if they're not cool completely onto that step. And then once they have cooled, on this pan, you can just pull the sides here and just push up on the bottom, and it comes out really easy and awesome. Look at that, really cool. So you can remove all of those from the pan, or with this one, you can just lift up on the parchment paper and then we can cut it. What's cool about using the bread pans is it's already the width that you want or length of a bar. So then we'll just come in here and just cut these down like that. So the granola bar pan is awesome because you don't have to do any cutting and they're all the same size, but other pans will work, bread pans, 13x9 pans, totally up to you. Awesome. And when you take it and bite into it, I'll show you what it looks like in the middle. It's really, really good. Really, really good homemade granola bar. A little crunchy on the outside a little bit and soft and chewy on the inside. Yummy. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, put them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thumbs up, down the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Take care. Time for me to dive into this some more. Oh yeah. Mm-mm-mm.